it's been a while. Sorry by the way, because I'm not using my usual mic. Hopefully you can hear me well. It's been a while, and I think I said that I was gonna record my first, or at least like one of my first days when I started doing deliveries. Well, I have already started a while ago. It's been a bit over a month since I started. Yeah, I started it a bit over a month ago. I've been doing deliveries here and there, and I mean, so far it's been alright. I just have like one main issue, and it's that I don't really get a lot of deliveries, and that is because of two things. Mainly one thing. Okay, one thing is because the place where I do deliveries, it's kind of a small town, you know. There's not a lot of people that do deliveries, not deliveries, there's also not a lot of people doing deliveries there, but still there's not a lot of orders. That combined with the fact that I can only accept deliveries in one company, because from what I've seen, usually people that do this job, they usually have, I don't know, they're usually on at least more than one delivery service. In my case, for example, here in Portugal, we have three main ones. We have, of course, Uber, we have Glovo, and we have Bolt. Right now, I'm only doing Glovo, and the only ones that really matter is just the Glovo one and the Uber, because apparently Bolt is not, one of the three is the least used one, from what I know. I do have a Uber backpack, but I'm not doing deliveries for Uber, because Uber, I'm still having issues with them. Very slow car coming. What is that? Uber still doesn't, they still don't let me go online and accept orders, because it just keeps, I've contacted their support so many times about this, and it just they don't solve it. They always transfer. I'm pretty sure I said this in the last video. It's still the same exact thing going on. They transfer me, basically they transfer me from chat to quote-unquote emails. Then what happens is I receive a response from a bot saying that I need to send some other documents that have nothing to do with what I'm gonna do. But anyway, Uber stuff aside, I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to do deliveries for Uber, or at least not anytime soon. At least I am doing it for this other company, which was super easy to sign into. Kind of, I say it was a bit too easy, but still, I've been doing deliveries for it. My main problem is that the town that I do deliveries in, they don't really, you know, there's not, it's kind of a small town, so there's not a lot. Also, I'm trying to stay in front of my bike so that I don't have to have work censoring my license plate and editing. I could just say it right here. I haven't really recorded any of it because I kind of just wanted to make sure I was focusing on what I was doing and nothing else. Maybe one day I'll record a bit, me doing some deliveries, but I don't know, we'll see. So far, I still just feel comfortable doing it without having to worry about recordings or anything like that. I've also thought about not worrying about talking at all, just recording and maybe talking over it and editing or something. The deliveries themselves has been alright. I haven't really had any issues. It's a pretty chill job, honestly. Pretty easy to do, especially when you're driving a bike that you like riding. Like in my case, I mean, it just makes everything better. Some people might say like, oh, why don't you try going to a different town? Very valid point. However, there's a few issues with this company. If I want to change area I work in, I need to contact support. I can't just go to another area and start work there. It'll always say that, show that one area I always do deliveries in, which is really fucking dumb. For example, with Uber, I know that, as far as I know, I can do deliveries in any town of one district in the country. So, you know, that covers a pretty decent, that covers a large area. With this Glovo one, I can only work in one town. And apparently if I want to change it, I need to contact support, and I don't know how long that takes. I assume it doesn't take long, because this company actually seems to solve stuff pretty quickly. This town that I do deliveries in, it's the closest to my house. The second closest, or at least another one that I know gets a lot more deliveries because there are more people living in it. There's a problem with it. I've heard so many, over the years, it's just shit that goes on kind of in that area, bad stuff. And it's just, that really discourages me, because while I'm doing these kind of deliveries, I'm basically, it's very easy for someone to rob me or something like that. And then also, I mean, I'm riding a bike like this. Obviously, I'm gonna be even more scared that someone will want to rob me or steal the bike or anything. Even though I'm getting probably a lot less deliveries done here in this town, I feel a lot safer in this town. There's another place that possibly gets as many, if not even more deliveries than the second place I was thinking about, but it's really far away. it would take me at least, I don't know, I want to say maybe, it depends. I can take the highway and take maybe 20 minutes getting there. If I don't take the highway, I probably will take more than 30 minutes. And to this town, I take maybe max 15 minutes getting there. I don't know, maybe I could just take the highway and maybe it would compensate, because I assume I would be earning more money over there. But I don't know if it would Jesus Christ, if it would be worth it. I don't know, I've just stuck with this town for now. The fact is, I'm not earning that much money here, but I'm still not sure. I might eventually try to change it to a different place. Yeah, for now, for a bit over a month, I just stuck to this town. That's how it's been. I guess before I finish the video, I was thinking in going down this road. I usually go this way to my house. I'm gonna go down this road today. It has a few little fun corners, I guess. Yeah. You enjoy, I guess. Oh yeah, might as well also mention some things about the bike. I think I have almost 14,000 kilometers right now. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, getting very close to 14,000 kilometers. I think I already mentioned it in maybe in the previous video, where the only issue I've had so far was that during the last winter I had to bleed out the rear brake because it just stopped working. This right here was just going all the way to the bottom with nothing happening there. But it's good now. Now, another thing that I noticed kind of recently, well, obviously you can see it. It's getting real rusty here. I don't think that affects the brakes at all. I'm no professional, but I'm pretty sure the only part that really matters is the outside one. You know, the part where the actual pads are. I mean, still, it's still like very rusty. So I don't know. I think this part only holds stuff together. But you know, it's still a bit. I'm still a little bit worried, obviously, because I mean, rust can never be a good thing. Yeah, that's the only place where I've noticed rust. I've looked around and I haven't really seen rust anywhere else. I've looked at this part on the rear brake. I mean, I'm noticing tiny little things of rust, I think, but it's definitely looking a lot better than the front one. I do think this front brake is gonna need to be bled out kind of soon, like the rear one, because it's feeling a bit more spongy. I don't know, it definitely isn't feeling as, because look, I'm pretty sure I did not used to be able to bring it pretty much all the way here so easily. So yeah, I might need a bit of something there. But aside from that, the bike's doing good. And I'm gonna get moving because my back, I'm getting old. Oh yeah, and while I've been doing deliveries, let me just start this up. While I've been doing the deliveries, I've had the stock exhaust on because my other one is way too loud. I tried a few days. I tried using the other exhaust a few days, but I was like, yeah, no, this is way too loud. I don't want to be bothering all these people with my loud ass exhaust. Yeah, I also did find out how to install the DP killer, I guess you would call it, on the other exhaust, but it barely made any difference. It probably reduced the sound, just, I don't know. I don't know, that was barely any difference. But anyway, I'm gonna get moving, and I'm not gonna worry about talking anymore because you guys are not gonna be able to hear me. So I'm not using my mic. So anyway, just enjoy, I guess.